Hello everyone. So the problem statement is to create the chat application using React.js. So these are the following functionalities that we need to use. One of them is search. So search should be done based upon the contact name. Then there will be a left sidebar which show all the conversations along with the and each conversation should have the contact name and some text of the last message in the chat. Then there will be a create conversation button in order to load all the contacts and list all the contacts, and then there is the contact to start a new conversation if there is no conversations previously done, or it will load all the earlier conversations. Then there will be the right side view which will show all the current selected conversation message and the send message. We will also display the notifications in order to show the appropriate alert. So these are the various functionalities that we need to use. So let's move on to the project. So in the package.json, we are able to see that we are using various npm packages such as React Firebase hooks, React icon, React input emoji, and these are the various packages we are going to use in the project. So let's move on to the index.js part. In the index.js, we are using auth context provider and chat context provider. So let's move on to this chat context and auth context. In the auth context, we are initializing the state variable with current user, and we are sending this current user to various components uh, tree without sending it as the prop manually down to each and every level. So basically, context is used to pass the data through the component tree without having passed it as the prop to each and every level manually. So that's why we are using context. So this is the auth context and this is the chat context, where use context is used to take the current user from the auth context, and here we are using the initial state to initialize the value of chat and chat id and user. Then there is chat reducer. So basically, reducer is the way to change the state in redux, and it is the place where we can write our logic and calculations. So it will basically, here we are using switch, and based upon the action such as change user, we can update the value of user and chat id. So these are the part of reducer, and we are dispatching the action as well as using the reuse reducer and sending the data as state and dispatching it. So these are the part we are doing in the chat context. Let's move on back to the index.js. So we are here able to see that we are rendering the app component. In the app, we are able to see that first of all we are using the current user from the auth context. Then we are able to see that we are rendering the header component in order to display the header. So let's move on to the header part. In the header component, we have created the header container which consists of the header icon as well as napper icon as well as this header title. So let's move on to back to this app.js. In the app.js, we are able to see that we are using route. So basically, browser route is coming from this React router DOM, which is used to navigate to various routes or the various components in the project. So here we have created one component which is home. It is enclosed by the protected route. So in that protected route, we are able to see that if the user is logged in, then we will navigate to the logged in, then we will display the home page as well, or else we will go back to the login page. So let's move on to the, so this is the route to render the login page. Let's move on to the login part. So here we are able to see that this is the login page. So this is the form container in order to display the login form, and upon submitting the form, this handle submit button is used to check whether the user has user's credential, that is email and password, matches with the database, which is the Firestore database. And if it gets matches, it will navigate back to the home page. So this is the part for login, and we can able to see here that if the user doesn't have an account, it will go back to the register page. So let's move on to the register one as well. So in the register place, we are able to see that we have this form container which is used to register the user. by entering these details, and then we are able to see that we have handle submit button, which is used to create the user in the backend Firestore, and this is the method to create the user. And in order to upload the user avatar, we are using upload bytes resumable, which is the inbuilt method in Firestore. And initially we are setting the document of user chats collection as empty. So these are the part we are doing in the register one. Let's move on to back to this app.js. In the app.js, then we are rendering the home page after users credential are matched. So let's move on to the home page. In the home page, we are able to see that we are rendering two components. One is sidebar and another one is chat. So basically in this sidebar, we are able to see that it will load all the list of all the conversation done earlier. So here we are able to see that one component in the, we are rendering here three components. One is navbar, second is search, and third one is chats. So let's move on to the navbar one. In the navbar, we are able to see that we have a navbar component to display the logged in user's name, profile pic, and the logout button. So here sign out method is used to log out the user from the chat application. Then there is search component we are rendering in the sidebar. So let's move on to the search part. In this search, we are able to see that we are creating this container, search container, in order to take the input from the user in order to search, and then this handle search method is used to check whether the user exists in the database or not. So handle select method is used for that. And if the user exists, then it will create the user's chat, as well as it will update the doc of user's chats. Means it will render all the user's chats as well along with the along with this user. So these are the functionalities we are using in the search. Then there is one another component we are rendering here, which is chats. So in the chats, we are able to see that we are creating the component chats, which is used to render the list of all the conversations of the user along with their display name, which is display name, and then there is the last message in this chat, and along with that, these are the things we are doing in this component. And along with that, we are using this we are rendering as well as this image as well. We are displaying the image as well in the list of all the conversation. So these are the part in the chats. Let's move on to this home page. In the home page, next component we are rendering is the chat. In the chat, we are able to see that we have chat container in order to render all the existing conversation between the two user, or if the user doesn't have any conversation yet, so it will create a new conversation. So this is the chat component. Or if the user has already existing conversation, then it will render the messages component here. In the messages, it will map the user's conversation using the map method, and then here we are using this rendering this message component. So in the message, we are able to see that we are basically taking the message content as well as the message info from the message particular message. So it in the message component, we are able to see that based along with the message, we can see this message, the time of the message, as well as the message info, as well as the owner's name along with the image. These are the part we are able to see. Then this is the chat component. So these are the part. Then there is one input as well to take the input from the user. So we have created this input container. So input can be of type text, as well as it can be of image, or it can be of emoji as well. So this is the method to take this input from the user. So input can be uploaded. The image that has been uploaded as an input will be uploaded in the Firestore using this method. Then in order to update the document of the chat collection, we are using update doc method, and in order to update the collection of users chat, we are using update doc method here as well. So these are the various methods we are using here in the input. So this is the various folder structure I have explained. Last one is this footer in order to display the footer container. So these are the various components of the project. Let's move on to the output section. In the output we are able to see that this is the login page. So let's log in the user. So here we are able to see that now we are signed in. So here is the notification that user signed in successfully. Let's log in another user. Here we are able to see that the users had logged in successfully. So let's move on to this. So in order to message the particular user, we can write here as, let's add the emoji as well. So this is the message has been sent along with the user avatar, and this message is status as just now. Let's move on this to this. Here we are able to see the last message as well in the list of all the conversation, and here this is the message. Here we are able to see the message that we have got. So here we can reply to the message as well. So here he has replied to the message, and here we are able to see the reply. So in order to send the image, we can send it as this along with the text. Let's send this message along with this text. So here we are getting the notification as image uploaded successfully. So this is the image I have uploaded, and here we are getting the reply as well. So get in order to react to this message, we can again react to this message as this, as an emoji as well. So this is the project. In order to search the user, we can search it as this. So here we are able to see that we have searched the user as well. So this is the user, and in order to send him message, we can send him message as well. So let's see the message has been redirected or not. So here we are able to see that we got one message as well. So this is the project functionalities that I have used. I hope you liked it. In order to log it, one we can click on the login button. So this is the project. Thank you.